What you saw in your Bible pictures and your movies is that when you are crucified, they put something that supports your weight, both at the back and at the leg. That is not the Roman crucifixion. In the Roman crucifixion, you are naked, and they crucify you on your wrist, because usually the practice before was in your palm, but they discovered that the bones and the cartilages of the palm cannot bear the weight of the person. So they started crucifying people at the wrist. And so they crucify you on your wrist and on your two toes. When you are crucified like that, the whole weight of your body hangs on your wrist and on those toes. And you hang there. So Jesus was hanging there for 6 hours. Between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, this is the pain of crucifixion. It's not just the sorrow of the weight you feel. Usually, that weight is called excruciating pain. The word excruciating was derived from the word crucifixion. Cruciate is from cruci, and cruci is cross. Because they have never imagined that kind of pain before. Only when the technology of crucifixion was brought in was that allowed. Now, when you are hanging on the cross, usually your weight hangs down. So the posture that is usually assumed is either you go by this side of the cross or you go by that side, because you can't be directly behind the cross. So when you hang on the cross, it is medically proven that because your abdomen will bend too deeply, your diaphragm will be squeezed, so you will suffocate. So if you are going to breathe on the cross, what you will do is that the nails on your wrist, you will pull yourself up to straighten your diaphragm before you can breathe. So for those 6 hours, every time Jesus breathed, he had to pull himself up to be able to breathe and then go back and pull himself up. The pain is unimaginable. Remember, his back has already been butchered. So every time he pulls himself up, he scrubbed that butchered back on that rough wood. And for 6 hours, usually when you breathe at that level, you cough out blood, because your heart is already about to be ruptured. And when they saw that the Sabbath was approaching, they now went to break their legs so they will die fast. You know why they break their legs? They break their legs so that they can no longer have pressure to push themselves up. So when they break your leg and you can't push yourself up, you will hang and then you will suffocate and die. So it was a gruesome technology of killing you through mutilation. When they came to break Jesus' leg, they discovered he was already dead. So they pierced an arrow through his bowels, and blood and water gushed out. The scientists that did the research said, because Jesus was already dead before they pierced that stuff, that arrow, it means he died of cardiac rupture. That means the heart busted. In lay term, what it means is he died of heartbreak. You remember before he died, he said, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. My God, why have thou forsaken me? All these things are narrated is the physical torture. Now there is the soulish torture. Because there are 3 layers of torture that he went through. He went through physical torture, he went through soulish torture, and he went through spiritual